Now, weather on the 6s.
Alrighty, 6:36 here on our finally Friday. Tonight, Weather Authority alert for a growing concern for severe weather across our region. Right now, you see here shaded in the orange, the level 3 enhanced risk from the Storm Prediction Center. That goes all the way to St. Louis, Louisville, Nashville, Memphis, and we're right in the heart of that. And there has been discussion about a possible upgrade to a moderate level 4 risk with the 8 a.m. update that we're expecting here, and that could come out as early as 7 a.m. Depending on how fast they put that out. If we did see that moderate, that would be the first time since April of 2018. We've only had 3 moderate risk days in the past 5 years, so it's pretty rare. We're talking about a significant situation. With 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. the time frame we'll need to watch tonight through the overnight hours. Strong tornadoes possible, damaging winds, and isolated large hail. The tornado threat, I believe, is going to be maximized likely between about 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. If you look at some of the numbers behind the scenes, these are some of the highest severe weather numbers that we've seen in a few years, dating back to probably about 2017. The Perryville tornado night. That was the last time we saw some numbers that were as high as these. You're not going to have a whole lot of time to act. Storm motion tonight is going to be 50, 60 miles per hour. These things are going to be racing. There is one potential limiting factor that could work in our favor. Some signs that there's a cap in the atmosphere. If that held up, it would limit the ability of those storms to develop explosively. All signs are that by around 9, 10 o'clock, that cap's going to go away and the storms will blow up. So it's very important tonight, with this being an overnight event, make sure you've got multiple ways to receive and hear warnings. This is a tornado ingredient map. This is not something we show often, but this purple shading, that's the high range category. We don't see that very often around here. That's why we're really kind of sounding the alarm about the potential for tonight. Okay, so let me get you this information. Tornado warning until 9:45 for Graves and Marshall County in Kentucky. This includes Benton, Fair Dealing, Mayfield, and Simpsonia. Notice there's the possibility of nearly baseball-size hail on the north side of the storm. There is also, this is an observed tornado. It is a catastrophic tornado. This is the strongest tornado that I have seen in my time here in nearly 15 years. This thing is headed toward Mayfield at 9:30, Benton at 9:45. There is no stopping this thing. It is going to continue to move forward. This thing is incredibly well defined. This is one that you'd find in the textbooks. If you were looking for a hook echo, this is what you're going to look at. It's moving. Forward speed is still 55 miles per hour. So I want to give you a look at where it's headed next. And again, for those of you that are in McCracken County, you guys may have heard your phones go off, okay? If you're hearing the buzzing and the beeping of your phones right now in McCracken County, we're okay. We are good in McCracken. What happened is that this polygon just kind of touched the border, and the way that those alerts, the wireless alerts on your phone, if any part of the county is affected, the whole county goes off. So we're good in McCracken. There's no need to worry with this storm right now. But the tornado is here near Casey, Kentucky. It's moving to the northeast at 55 miles per hour. So Wingo at 9:19, Mayfield at 9:27, perhaps around Kirksey, Kentucky at 9:40, Benton at 9:46. Calvert City, I think we're probably going to be more in the hail threat with this storm if it ends up in your area. 9:54 for Calvert City. But listen, Mayfield, this is really, really serious. Now is your time to get to shelter. Do not wait any longer. There is no doubt that this storm is headed in our direction. It is producing a life-threatening, very destructive tornado. If you live in a mobile home in Mayfield, you have to get out of it. Get to a neighbor's house, a friend, a family member, and get to a home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Stay away from windows. If your kid plays ball, you got a bike helmet that you can put on, a baseball helmet. Get those. Maybe pull the mattress off of the bed. Put that over you as you take shelter in your hallway, closet, bathroom. Make sure that you've got some padding, blankets, anything that you can put between you and the outside to protect yourself. This storm is not going to go away. This is the storm that we're going to be talking about for years in our area, okay? That's what we're dealing with. 948, Central Marshall County, right now things are not too bad for you. Within the next half hour, we could be talking about a life-altering tornado. You've got to get to shelter. If you're in a mobile home in Central Marshall County, go somewhere else now. Don't wait any longer because it will be too dangerous to be out on the roadways. If you measure this debris ball, we may be looking at a 1 mile wide tornado here. That's the reality of what we're dealing with right now. Mayfield, guys, we're directly in the path of this thing. I cannot tell you with any greater urgency, you've got to get to your safe place now in Mayfield, area-wide, the whole city. And we'll go down for a little bit closer view of where the strongest rotation is, and it looks like it is just north of Wingo. It is right here. It is incredibly well defined. So it is headed over toward Macedonia Church Road. It is getting ready to head on I-69. Do not travel on I-69 right now. The Purchase Parkway in Graves County, get off the road. This is it. This is the storm. Mayfield, it's right on track. We said about 927, 928. It's there. Next in line, it's going to go up 131 and 58. It's going to stay for a few minutes just to the south of I-69. Unfortunately, we have likely a catastrophic tornado that is in Mayfield right now. Lives are being changed right now. Send some prayers for folks that are dealing with this right now. And let's see where this is headed next. Benton, you guys are going to be directly in the path of this thing at 9:46. It's 9:31 right now. 15 minutes from now, catastrophic tornado that's in Benton, very well, or in Mayfield, may very well be on top of you in Benton. 9:46. This is a once-in-a-generation tornado that is moving across Graves County right now, getting ready to head into Marshall County. If you live on the north side of Benton, that's going to be where we have some of the greater damage from this thing. Up toward Draftonville. You guys are going to be in the path of this, but it looks like right now it's going to come more across the north side of Benton, 348 and 641 right around Elm Street. You guys are going to be in the path of this thing. So Princeton, we've got 5 minutes. 10:22 arrival time in Princeton. And Dawson Springs at 10:35. So both of you, Princeton and Dawson Springs, assume that a destructive tornado that has done catastrophic damage is going to hit both of your communities. It comes up 293, that's over toward the Princeton Golf Club, and out toward the south side of town where you have the grocery store, the Food Giant, and Hudson Inc. out there. That's what we're talking about, coming right across the south side of Princeton. All right, yep, here we go. Princeton is right over the top of you right now. It's going to go just along and south of Highway 62, and then it will head right up toward Dawson Springs. I've never seen a storm like this one. This is incredible. This thing has been on the ground now. I say on the ground. It's been showing signs of being an active, dangerous tornado for a long time. It started out back here near Jonesboro, Arkansas, and has moved all the way up into the Princeton area right now. And I'm just curious here what we're dealing with as far as what the distance looked like on that. This is just mind-blowing. It is incredible what we've dealt with here. The storm started about right here. I mean, we're talking about a supercell storm that survived for almost 200 miles. This is one that we're going to talk about for decades around our area.